Hola people, welcome to your shares. In this video, we are going to learn something interesting. Before going into our topic today, we have a question for you. Have you ever thought that you have to make decisions and execute your code accordingly? Yes, you have to. So, today we are going to learn about decision making statements. Sounds something interesting, right? Come, let us quicken into our topic. There are two types of decision making statements: conditional type and unconditional type. In conditional type, you will learn about if, else if ladder, nested if, and switch statements. Starting with if statement. It is used when there is a certain task to be performed when a condition is true. For example, if you are asked to find sum of two numbers a and b only when a is greater than b, then you will first check whether the condition a greater than b is true or not. If yes, then you will add. Otherwise, you will not add. This is itself clearly explains how if statement works. Let us see the syntax of if statement. If and the condition is given in circular bracket and then curly bracket is open, the statements to be performed are written separated by semicolon and curly bracket close. Moving to the next if else statement. It is used when there are two different tasks to be performed when the condition is true and false. Let us see working of if else statements. If the condition is true, statements inside if are executed. Else, that is, if the condition is false, statements inside else are executed. Only one set of statements are executed and remaining are skipped. For example, if you are asked to find whether the given number is even or odd, then we have to use if else statement. The syntax of if else statement is the condition is given inside the circular bracket after if, and the statements to be executed are given within the curly brackets. If the condition is false, the statements to be executed are given within the curly brackets opened after else statement. The else statement won't take any condition. Now, you might be thinking, what if we have more than one condition? Yes, we have else if ladder statement for it. This is used when there are more than one condition with different tasks to be performed. For example, to print grade of a student, we use else if ladder as the grades are divided according to the percentage the student secured. The syntax of else if ladder is if takes condition and statements are provided inside curly braces, and then else if statement, condition is given and statements are provided inside curly braces, and so on. We can use required number of else if statements and finally the else statement. It is not mandatory to include else statement. Moving on to the next nested if else statement. This is used when you wanted to perform a task when two or more conditions are true. It works as when a condition is true, it checks for another condition inside the if statement. Or when a condition is false, it checks for another condition inside the else statement. On seeing the syntax, you will get clear idea of nested if. For example, finding the greatest number of three given numbers, we use nested if else statement. The syntax is you can see that there is a condition 1 inside first if statement. If condition 1 and condition 2 are true, then statements 1 get executed. If condition 1 is true and condition 2 is false, then statements 2 get executed. If condition 1 is false, it checks for condition 3. If condition 3 is true, then statements 3 get executed. Or if condition 3 is false, then statements 4 get executed. And the final one is switch case. It allows us to execute one code block among many alternatives. It works same as else if ladder. However, the syntax of switch statement is much easier to read and write. Default statement in switch case works as else statement. Syntax is switch, the expression given in circular bracket, curly bracket open, case, label 1, statements, comma break, semicolon, case, label 2, statements, semicolon, break, and so on, and the default statements. Expression is compared with labels. If the expression is same as label, then the statements within that case are executed. To perform only statements inside the correct case, we use break statement. You will be learning more about break statement in the coming part. If expression does not match with any label, then the statements inside default will get executed. We use switch case for creating a simple calculator. We will explain all the examples along with the code in coming video. And our last type of decision making statements is unconditional type. In this type, you will learn about break, continue, and goto statements. Break statements. It is used to stop the process immediately when it is encountered. Break statement is also used with the switch case to stop the process after executing the statements within that case. If the break statement is not used in switch case, statements in every case will get executed. And the syntax of break statement is break semicolon. Moving to the next, continue statement. The continue statement skips the current iteration of the loop and continues with next iteration. Syntax is continue semicolon. You will be getting more clear idea of break and continue statements in the loops concept. Moving to the last one, the goto statement. In goto statement, label is an identifier. When the goto statement is encountered, the control of the program jumps to the label and starts executing the code from it. For example, the syntax go to label, some statements, label, statements. When goto is encountered, the program jumps to the label statement and executes the statements in it. We hope we have given you a glimpse of decision-making statements. You can reach us through the mail and text your suggestions to yourshares123@gmail.com. If you are watching our video for the first time, please do check our previous videos too. Thank you for watching our video. For more interesting videos, do subscribe, like, comment and share.